Have you ever stopped to think that the way you take a shower or soak in the tub might actually be affecting your health, your safety, and even how long you live? It might sound strange at first. After all, bathing is one of the most basic routines we learn as children. We do it automatically, often without a second thought. But here's the truth. As we grow older, the way we bathe matters more than most people realize. It's not just about staying clean anymore at a certain age, especially after 65. Bathing becomes about so much more than hygiene. It's about protecting your skin, preserving your strength, avoiding dangerous falls, and even reducing the strain on your heart and immune system. But many older adults stick with the same habits they developed decades ago, unaware that what once felt good or seemed harmless may now be quietly putting their well-being at risk. You see, our bodies change as we age. Our skin gets thinner and drier, our balance isn't what it used to be, our circulation slows down. The little things that were once minor inconveniences, dryness, fatigue, a slippery floor, can now lead to much bigger problems, from skin infections to hospital stays. And yet most people never think to adjust how they bathe. That's why this article may be more important than you think. In the next few minutes, we'll explore 5 common bathing habits that older adults should consider stopping or changing, not because they're extreme or dangerous on their own, but because over time, they can quietly chip away at your health, safety, and energy. The good news? These changes are simple. No expensive products, no complicated routines, just thoughtful adjustments that match the needs of the body you have today, not the one you had at 30 or 40. Things like the temperature of your water, how often you bathe, whether or not you've installed grab bars in your shower. These are the small choices that can make a big difference in how you feel each day and how independent you remain in the years to come. So before you skip ahead or assume this doesn't apply to you, pause. Because sometimes the key to a longer, stronger life isn't found in a prescription bottle or a doctor's office. It's in the quiet habits you repeat day after day, often without even noticing. Stay with us as we walk through each of these 5 habits. You might just discover that something as ordinary as your morning shower holds unexpected power, the power to protect your body, your dignity, and your future. Let's begin. Habit 1. Stop bathing with water that's too hot. There's something deeply comforting about stepping into a steaming hot shower, especially on a cold morning or after a long day when your joints feel stiff and your body craves relief. For many people, it's one of life's little pleasures, but as we age, that same hot water that once felt so soothing may be doing more harm than good. This is the first habit worth rethinking, not because it feels wrong in the moment, but because of the slow, invisible damage it can cause to your skin, your circulation, and even your heart. Let's start with the skin. As we get older, our skin naturally becomes thinner, drier, and more delicate. The oil glands that once kept our skin soft and protected slow down, and the outer layer of skin becomes less able to hold on to moisture. Now, imagine pouring hot water over that fragile layer every day. Hot water strips away what little natural oil is left, leaving your skin even drier, itchy, and more prone to cracking. For younger folks, the skin bounces back, but for seniors, those small cracks can become open doors to bacterial infections, inflammation, and slow-healing wounds. Take Gary and Harold, both 73 years old. Gary loves his hot showers. He turns up the dial, lets the water run until the mirrors fog, and stands under the stream until he feels relaxed. He never gave it a second thought. Harold, on the other hand, noticed that after his morning shower, his skin felt tight and irritated. He mentioned it at his next doctor's appointment. His doctor recommended turning the water temperature down just a bit and moisturizing right after the shower. Within 2 weeks, Harold's skin felt calmer and he stopped scratching in his sleep. Meanwhile, Gary continued with his routine, unaware that those long, hot showers were damaging his skin's protective barrier. Without that barrier, he became more vulnerable to tiny cuts and infections, something his aging immune system couldn't fight off as easily as before. But it's not just your skin that hot water affects. It also has a direct impact on your blood circulation. Hot water causes your blood vessels to dilate, which can feel relaxing, but for some people, especially those with heart conditions or low blood pressure, this can cause a sudden drop in blood pressure. That may lead to dizziness, lightheadedness, or even fainting, especially when stepping out of a steamy shower into a cooler room. Now imagine losing your balance in the bathroom on a wet floor with no support nearby. That's not just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. This is why hospitals and senior living centers across the country recommend warm, not hot water for bathing older adults. Warm water still relaxes your muscles, still feels good on the skin, but doesn't dry you out or place unnecessary stress on your cardiovascular system. It's a gentle option that respects the changes your body has gone through with time. So how do you know if your water is too hot? An easy test is to look at your skin during or right after your shower. If it's turning red, your water is likely too hot. You shouldn't feel like you've just stepped out of a sauna. You should feel comfortably warm, not flushed or overheated. Here's the good news. Adjusting this habit is simple. You don't have to give up your relaxing shower. You just have to tweak the temperature by a few degrees. Set your water heater to no more than 120 DEG, the standard safe maximum recommended by the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission. Most people find that water between 98 DEG and 105 DEG feels warm and soothing without being harsh on the skin or risky to the heart. You might also consider switching to shorter showers, especially in the winter when the air is drier. And always apply a fragrance-free moisturizer within 5 minutes of getting out. That helps lock in the moisture and protect your skin barrier. Changing this one habit doesn't mean you're giving up comfort. In fact, it means you're finally aligning comfort with safety, which is one of the smartest things you can do as you age. So next time you step into the shower, pause. Ask yourself, is this water hot because it feels good, or just because I've done it this way for years? Small changes today can help you avoid dry, cracked skin, unnecessary health scares, and long-term complications. Because staying healthy isn't just about pills and doctor visits. It's about the everyday choices you make, like how hot you let your water run. And if you adjust that dial even slightly, you might be surprised by how much better your skin feels, how much stronger you move, and how much more at ease you are in your own body. It's a small shift, but it's a powerful one. And it's one step closer to living longer, living better, and living with intention. Habit 2. Stop bathing too frequently. For most of our lives, bathing every day was a given. It was part of our morning routine, right up there with brushing our teeth or making coffee. In American culture especially, daily showers have long been seen as a sign of cleanliness, self-respect, and social etiquette, and for good reason. When we were younger, working, commuting, exercising, sweating, showering every day made perfect sense. But here's the truth. What worked at 35 may no longer serve you at 70. Our skin changes, our lifestyle changes, and clinging to the same bathing habits we had in our busiest decades can actually backfire on us in this stage of life. After age 65 or 70, the body's oil production slows down. The outer layer of skin becomes thinner and less able to retain moisture. That means that frequent bathing, especially full-body showers with soap, can actually strip away the natural oils your skin desperately needs to stay hydrated and healthy. Take Alice and Linda, both in their late 70s. Alice is a lifelong daily bather. Even after she retired and started spending most of her time at home, she kept up her morning shower, no exceptions. It was her routine, her rhythm, her way of feeling ready for the day. But lately, she's noticed her skin getting tight, itchy, and flaky, especially by evening. She tries more lotion, more body wash, even changes towels, but nothing seems to help. Linda, on the other hand, had a similar experience, but when she mentioned it to her dermatologist, she was told something surprising: "You're probably bathing too much." Her doctor explained that daily showers, especially when scrubbing the whole body with soap, were washing away her skin's protective barrier. So Linda made a change. She cut back to full-body showers every other day and started spot cleaning just the key areas: underarms, groin, and feet on the in-between days. She also switched to a mild fragrance-free cleanser and began moisturizing right after bathing. Within a week, the tightness and itching were gone, and perhaps most surprisingly, she didn't feel any less clean. This is an important truth. Cleanliness and skin health are not the same thing. You can feel fresh, confident, and comfortable without overwashing. In fact, for older adults, washing less can sometimes be the healthier choice. Frequent bathing not only dries out your skin, it can also disrupt your skin's microbiome, the invisible layer of healthy bacteria that protects against inflammation, infection, and irritation. When that protective layer is stripped away day after day, your skin becomes more vulnerable to things like eczema, fungal infections, and painful cracking, especially in sensitive areas like the lower legs, back, and arms. And it's not just your skin that takes a hit. For older adults, especially those dealing with fatigue, chronic illness, or mobility issues, daily bathing can become physically draining. Think about it: getting undressed, stepping into the shower, washing, drying off, moisturizing, redressing. It all takes energy. And if your balance isn't what it used to be, or you have arthritis or stiffness, even a quick shower can feel like a full workout. Over time, that daily demand can chip away at your stamina. You may not notice it at first, but when paired with medications, joint pain, or low blood pressure, it can quietly become a stressful and exhausting part of your day. But here's the thing: adjusting your bathing routine doesn't mean lowering your standards. It means redefining hygiene for the stage of life you're in now. Just like you might change your diet or exercise routine with age, your approach to bathing deserves the same thoughtful care. So what's a healthier rhythm? Many dermatologists and geriatric health experts recommend that older adults consider bathing every other day, or even every third day if you're not sweating or exposed to dirt. In between, spot washing key areas with a warm washcloth and gentle soap is often enough. Focus on areas that tend to hold odor or bacteria: your underarms, groin, feet, and skin folds. Use a soft cloth, avoid scrubbing, and rinse thoroughly. When you do take a full shower or bath, treat it like skin therapy, not skin punishment. Use warm, not hot water, a gentle cleanser, and apply fragrance-free moisturizer right after drying off. Choose breathable, loose-fitting clothing afterward to let your skin recover. And perhaps most importantly, listen to your body. If your skin feels dry, tight, or irritated, that's a signal to pause and reassess. Not every routine needs to be followed forever. Some habits are great for youth, but need updating with age. Because self-care isn't about doing what you've always done. It's about doing what serves you best now. And sometimes the kindest thing you can do for your skin and your energy is to let it rest. So if you've been following a strict daily shower habit out of routine, expectation, or habit, ask yourself, is it still serving me, or is it time to give my body a break? You might just find that less bathing leads to more comfort, more energy, and better health without sacrificing a thing. Habit 3. Stop showering without a sturdy support system. Most people don't think twice about stepping into the shower. It's something we've done our entire lives, part of the daily rhythm. But for older adults, the bathroom, especially the shower, is one of the most dangerous places in the home. And yet, it's also one of the easiest to make safer. That's why the third habit to stop is showering without a sturdy support system in place. It's not about weakness, it's about wisdom. Slips and falls account for millions of emergency room visits each year, and the bathroom is a top culprit. Wet surfaces, soapy tiles, tight spaces, and the need to twist or bend, these create a perfect storm for injury. And when you're older, even one fall can change everything. Let's look at Walter and Eugene, both 81 years old. Walter took pride in his independence. He never used a cane, avoided asking for help, and said things like, "Grab bars are for old people." One morning, while reaching for the soap in the shower, he lost his footing. He slipped, hit the edge of the tub, and fractured his hip. That fall didn't just land him in the hospital, it changed his entire life. His mobility declined, he lost confidence in his balance, and eventually had to move in with his daughter. Eugene, on the other hand, approached things differently. When he turned 75, he had a few simple safety features installed in his bathroom: grab bars by the shower and toilet, a non-slip mat, and a shower chair. For years, he never needed them. But one day, his foot slid on the tile. He reached out, grabbed the bar, and caught himself. No fall, no injury, just a deep breath and a quiet moment of gratitude. The difference? Not luck, just preparation. Many people delay making safety changes out of pride or fear. They worry that installing a grab bar or using a shower seat makes them look frail or signals some kind of loss of independence. But the truth is, those simple tools are what help you maintain your independence. Because real independence isn't about pretending you're still 40. It's about taking smart steps to protect yourself at 70, 80, and beyond. And the good news? You don't need a major renovation. In most cases, small, affordable upgrades make a world of difference. Here's what experts recommend. Install a wall-mount grab bar just outside the shower for support as you step in and out. Place another grab bar inside the shower, ideally at chest or waist height, where your hand naturally rests. Add a non-slip mat inside the shower or tub, and place another just outside to catch drips and prevent slipping. If you ever feel unsteady, consider using a shower chair or bench, especially on days when you're feeling tired or sore. These aren't signs of frailty, they're signs of foresight. Think about it like this. Would you ever walk across an icy driveway without shoes that grip? Of course not. So why step into a wet, soapy shower without something to hold on to? Some falls can happen in a split second. You don't always get a warning. One misplaced foot, one dizzy moment, one slippery spot, and suddenly you're dealing with a fractured wrist, bruised ribs, or worse, and recovery is slower in older age. What might be a minor inconvenience at 40 can turn into months of rehab or a permanent change in lifestyle at 80. Here's something else to keep in mind. Medications that cause dizziness or drowsiness, conditions like low blood pressure or arthritis, and age changes in balance and coordination all increase the risk of falls. And many of these factors don't announce themselves until something goes wrong. That's why prevention matters. These safety tools aren't just for those with visible mobility issues. They're for anyone who wants to stay in control of their environment and protect their future self. Because when you invest in safety today, you're giving yourself more days of freedom, more mornings you can get up and move with confidence, more evenings you can bathe without fear. If you're not sure where to start, ask a family member, friend, or neighbor to help you install the basics. Many hardware stores carry grab bars and shower aids that are easy to install and designed to blend in with your bathroom decor. Medicare and other insurance providers may even cover the cost or installation in certain cases. So the next time you head to the shower, ask yourself a simple question. If I slipped right now, what would I grab onto? If you can't answer that, it's time to make a change. Because sometimes, the smartest thing you can do for your health isn't adding another supplement, joining another class, or scheduling another appointment. It's adding a handle to your wall. It may seem small, but it could be the thing that helps you keep doing everything you love for years to come. Habit 4. Stop ignoring skin changes while bathing. Bathing is one of the few times in the day when your entire body is bare. When your hands pass over your arms, legs, back, chest, and feet. And yet, many older adults rush through this routine without really looking or feeling for anything out of the ordinary. That's a missed opportunity, because your skin is always trying to tell you something. That's why the fourth habit to stop is ignoring skin changes during your bath or shower. Because those little patches, spots, or bumps that seem harmless, they could be the earliest signs of something your doctor would want to know about. As we age, our skin becomes more than just a barrier, it becomes a window into our internal health. Skin conditions are often the first outward sign of deeper issues, ranging from poor circulation and nutritional deficiencies to diabetes or even skin cancer. Let's consider Virginia and Elaine, both 76. Virginia was always efficient in the shower, in and out in under 10 minutes. One day she noticed a small dark spot on her shoulder, but she didn't think much of it. It wasn't painful, didn't itch, and she figured it was just one of those age spots. Months passed, and when she finally mentioned it to her doctor, it had grown and changed color. It turned out to be melanoma, a serious form of skin cancer. Elaine, meanwhile, made it a habit to use her shower time for a quick skin check. Nothing complicated, just a few extra moments to notice how her skin looked and felt. One morning, she spotted a new, rough, flaky patch on her leg. It hadn't been there the week before. She didn't panic, but she wrote it down and brought it up during her next checkup. It turned out to be early-stage squamous cell carcinoma, a common but treatable skin cancer. Because she caught it early, treatment was simple and her recovery was smooth. The difference? Awareness. Most skin issues don't come with sirens or flashing lights. They show up quietly. Subtle changes in color, shape, texture, or how a spot feels to the touch. And unfortunately, many older adults miss these signs until they've become more serious. Your bath or shower is the perfect time to pay attention to your skin. You don't need to be a medical expert, you just need to be curious. Here are a few things to look and feel for. New or changing moles or spots, especially those that grow, darken, itch, or bleed. Sores are wounds that won't heal after a few weeks. Areas of skin that are scaly, rough, or crusted, especially on the legs, arms, scalp, or back. Unusual discoloration in the feet or toes, which could signal circulation issues. Red, itchy, or inflamed patches under the breasts, behind the knees, or in skin folds. It's especially important to check less visible areas like the back of your thighs, underarms, or soles of your feet. If you live alone or have trouble seeing certain areas, consider using a hand mirror or asking a trusted family member or caregiver for help. And if something catches your attention, write it down. Note where it is, what it looks like, and when you first noticed it. That way you can bring it up with your doctor or dermatologist without forgetting the details. Some people avoid checking their skin because they're afraid of what they might find, but the truth is, ignoring your body doesn't protect you. It only delays the chance to act. And in many cases, early action can make the difference between a quick, easy treatment and a much more serious situation. You don't need to turn bathing into a medical exam. Just slow down. Let it be a quiet moment of connection with your body, a time to notice, to care, and to listen. In fact, this simple habit can do more than protect your health. It can change your relationship with your body. Many older adults feel disconnected from their bodies as they age, focusing only on what isn't working like it used to. But when you start paying gentle attention, you may find a new sense of respect and understanding. Your body has carried you through decades of life. It's still speaking to you, still trying to help you. So next time you shower, take an extra minute or two, turn on a soft light, breathe deeply, and let your hands move slowly across your skin. Not with anxiety, but with intention. You may discover something important, or simply give yourself the gift of awareness and presence. Because protecting your health doesn't always start in a doctor's office. Sometimes it starts in the small, quiet choices you make in the privacy of your own bathroom. And one of those choices, perhaps one of the most powerful, is simply learning to pay attention. Habit 5. Stop rushing through your bath or shower. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to treat bathing like just another task on your to-do list, something to get through quickly so you can move on with your day. For many older adults, it becomes a habit. Get in, get clean, get out. But what if that sense of urgency, that speed, was quietly taking a toll on your body? That's why the 5th habit to stop is rushing through the bathing process. Because as we age, the pace at which we move, especially in the bathroom, can mean the difference between feeling stable and safe or risking a serious injury. Let's talk about Raymond and Thomas, both 80 years old. Raymond is a go-getter. He still prides himself on doing things quickly, including his shower. He hops in, scrubs fast, and is usually done in 5 minutes flat. But one morning as he stepped out of the shower, he moved too quickly, felt a sudden wave of dizziness, and had to catch himself against the wall to avoid falling. He shook it off, but it shook him too. Thomas, on the other hand, had a wake-up call the year before. A minor fall while drying off left him with a bruised shoulder and a lot of frustration. Since then, he's made it a point to slow everything down. He lets the water run for a minute to warm the room. He sits down on a shower bench while washing his feet. He moves with care, breathes deeply, and takes his time getting dressed. What used to feel like a rushed task now feels more like a quiet morning ritual, and he hasn't had a single issue since. Here's the thing, rushing and aging don't mix well, especially in the bathroom. Quick movements like bending over too fast, turning suddenly, or stepping out onto a cold floor can trigger balance issues or cause a sudden change in blood pressure. The result? Dizziness, disorientation, or even fainting. And while you might feel fine most days, these little shocks to your system accumulate over time. Moving from warm water to cool air too quickly can cause your blood vessels to constrict fast. Your heart might have to work harder to regulate your temperature, which is especially risky if you have a heart condition or take medications that affect circulation. But it's not just about avoiding accidents. Rushing also robs you of a chance to care for your body. When you rush, you're more likely to skip important steps like thoroughly drying your feet, which helps prevent fungal infections, applying lotion, which helps prevent skin cracks, or simply noticing how your body feels. Your body deserves more than that. It deserves care, patience, and attention. So what's the alternative? It's simple. Slow down. Instead of seeing your bath or shower as a chore, try to see it as a moment of connection. a time to check in with yourself physically and mentally. Here are some practical ways to slow down safely and mindfully. Warm the room first. A cold bathroom can shock your body as you step out of the shower. Let the water run a moment or use a space heater if needed. Safely, of course. Sit when needed. If you feel unsteady or tired, use a shower bench or place a sturdy chair nearby to sit while drying off or applying lotion. Take deep breaths. Slowing your breathing helps reduce tension and lowers your heart rate. Move deliberately. Be mindful when reaching, turning, or stepping. Hold on to a grab bar if one is available. Give yourself enough time, whether it takes 10 minutes or 20. Allow for a pace that feels calm and stable, not hurried. These small steps can help transform your bathroom routine from a rushed obligation into a restorative experience, one that not only cleanses your body but resets your nervous system, supports your balance, and lowers your risk of injury. And let's be honest, there's a deeper message here too. In our younger years, we were often told to hurry up, to be efficient, to do more in less time. But as we age, the real wisdom lies in learning to do less, but do it well. To move through life, and especially through daily routines, with intention, with awareness, with care. Because slowing down doesn't mean giving up, it means giving yourself the time you deserve. So the next time you step into the shower or prepare a bath, ask yourself, am I rushing out of habit or am I honoring the needs of my body today? That one question can shift your whole perspective. And over time, this gentle approach doesn't just help prevent slips and heart strain, it creates a rhythm of respect. Respect for your body, respect for your safety, and respect for this beautiful stage of life that still holds so much value, joy, and purpose. So go ahead, slow it down. Because when it comes to caring for yourself, slow is not weak, it's wise. Final thoughts. Small changes, lasting impact. Now that you've heard all 5 habits, take a quiet moment to reflect. Do any of these sound familiar to you? Maybe you've been bathing in water that's too hot. Maybe you're showering every single day out of routine, even though your skin feels dry or your energy feels low. Maybe your bathroom doesn't have any support bars yet, or maybe you've never stopped to really look at your skin during a shower. Or perhaps you're always rushing, treating your bath like just another task to finish as quickly as possible. If you saw yourself in any of these habits, you're not alone, and more importantly, you're not doing anything wrong. These routines were built over decades. They came from how we were raised, how we lived, and what once worked for our bodies. But just because something served us at 30 or 40 doesn't mean it still fits at 70 or 80. That's not failure, that's life. Aging isn't about clinging to old routines. It's about learning how to adapt with grace, with wisdom, and with care. It's about understanding that the small decisions we make every day, like how hot we make the water, how fast we move, or how often we bathe, can have a real impact on how strong, safe, and comfortable we feel over time. And that's the beauty of it. These aren't dramatic changes. You don't need expensive equipment or medical treatments. You just need a little awareness and the willingness to listen to your body. Because the truth is, sometimes the most powerful health decision you make isn't in a doctor's office. It's in the quiet moments of your daily life, in a space as simple and personal as your own bathroom. So today, I invite you to choose one small change. Maybe it's turning the water down a few degrees. Maybe it's skipping a shower tomorrow and just doing a gentle sponge wash. Maybe it's finally installing that grab bar you've been putting off. Or maybe it's just slowing down, taking a deep breath, and giving your body the care it truly deserves. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits resonated most with you? Have you already made some of these changes, or do you plan to start today? Please scroll down and leave a comment below. Your story, your insights, your reflections, they matter. And they might just help someone else feel seen and supported too. And if you found this video helpful, please click like, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss another tip designed to help you live stronger, safer, and with more confidence at every age. You deserve to feel good in your body. You deserve to feel safe in your home. And you deserve routines that support the amazing person you are right now. Thanks for spending this time with us. We're honored to be on this journey with you. Until next time, take care of yourself, and take each step with intention.